something that seems very important to emphasize is actually to be very, very cooperative and to try to, emphasize that we are, those of us who try to minimize suffering, a peaceful movement, that we are against violence, and that we generally try to, avoid these worst case outcomes via peaceful means.
Yeah, sorry, I just don't buy this argument at all. I mean, Nazi Germany wasn't going to be stopped with peaceful means. You had to sit there and pass rules. I mean, every single crime we have a law against, it because peaceful negotiation didn't work. We can't peacefully tell people not to beat their kids. We can't tell people to peacefully not beat their wives. We can't stop rapists. We can't stop a lot of things, and we have to unpeacefully tell them they can't do it. So this whole word violence is just such a... it's such a slander. I mean, what do you think is violence? If I shoot a rapist, did I do the wrong thing? We know that most people value a certain thing. Well, we, as intellectuals, have decided to value something different. So we know the crime is just as bad. So let's accept that the crime is just as bad. Okay? The fact that most people don't see it that way is irrelevant. You know it, and I know it. Okay? That the crime is just as bad. So we're just talking about the use of violence to stop something we can pragmatically agree is an equal crime. I'm just going to make the assertion that there's a lot of people who are claiming I'm a violent anti-natalist. I'm just saying that as soon as somebody brings the accusation that no one is allowed to have an aggressive plan, I'm not going to agree with that, because maybe some aggressive plans are perfectly satisfactorily reasonable. If you're going to fix it, if you're actually going to stop it forever, then I'm saying yes, an act of violence is perfectly reasonable. I could argue about how the French Revolution took place and how the American Revolution took place, and that these weren't majoritarian revolutions, and that it was a minority who stood up, okay, and risked everything and put it all on the line. And they won. And the fact is that, we might still be living under stupid kings if it wasn't for those revolutions. So I'm just saying I can't make some blanket statement that it is inappropriate for rebellion. Rebellion is a rational response to certain circumstances, and there's a point where maybe it's the only response that will work. This isn't as simple as just saying, we need to be anti-violent. Well, yes, we need to, as a pragmatic thing, this might be in our best interest to negotiate first. Of course. Yes, let's first negotiate with Hitler. Yes. But I'm just saying I'm not going to rule out that if Hitler is incapable of being reasonable, that sooner or later we should show up and D-Day him. Those kinds of lies, okay, in my opinion, are bad for the cause. Anyone who understands what suffering is and how horrible it is will understand that, yes, you do whatever you have to in certain circumstances to prevent the harm.